you said that like you became that character during, so you got the part, you're super happy.
Oh, yes.
And then it starts to become more popular, and it's just more episodes, and the character becomes you become the character. Tell me the pros and cons of that happening.
Well, it's inevitable. When you're building a character for 5 years span and you meet the writers and it's a very personal connection you have with the entire team, at some point your character will be imbued with your sense of identity and who you are and your storyline. And that's exactly what happened when I initially got the show. Within a season, they made her a poet, like I'm a poet, and they pulled in some personal stories of my own life, and they brought it, and I had to perform it. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did, and I had to just enjoy it and film it and think this is exactly what's happening in my life right now, and I'm going to have to act it out for America.
That's weird.
It's weird. It's exhilarating, and it's comforting to know that the character is that connected.
Okay.
Did
you
these
recite
writers,
your poetry on there?
I did. It wasn't my poetry because they needed it to be bad, and my poetry is just so good.
Of course.
Just kidding. But no, it wasn't my poetry. But the writers were so dedicated to their craft. I mean, I even heard that one of the writers would go home and just pick a fight with his wife, just to see what he could pull out of that material-wise. That's how dedicated these creative people are. And I learned from that, and I realized that's what you need to do in this industry. It is work. It's not a lifestyle.
Okay. Say that again. So it's work, it's not a lifestyle. What does that mean?
Hollywood is an industry. It's work. It's we all have choices, but in the end, when it comes to the craft and acting, there's no denying it. It's work. It's hard work. It's working a muscle. It's showing up on time, prepared, because a lot depends on the actor and the crew, the team, individually. But you cannot know your lines and show up, because then everybody suffers. That's not fair. But it is work. 100% work.
Right. And the rest of the world sometimes probably thinks it's just talent.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think all my favorite actresses that are my friends and I grew up with, I know how hard they worked. And I've seen the press describe them as overnight successes. No. These actresses have been acting since they were 4 years old, 5, and they love it. One of my childhood friends, Hilary Duff, she did Lizzie McGuire at the time. She was 12. And I was on set with her, and I remember vividly, she was the first one on set at 6 a.m., 12 years old. 6 a.m., and during her lunch break, she had to do the voiceover for the character. And then she kept working until her last scene, she was almost in every single scene. That's what I grew up seeing. So I don't understand when people say it's a lifestyle, and I don't understand when people say it's just talent. I think there's definitely luck, absolutely. An opportunity, when it meets, then it explodes into something magical. But leading up to that, you need to be prepared.
Yeah. I think it's a bit the nature of the medium as well.
Yes.
It's on the theaters, it's on the screens.
Yes.
People probably don't know the difference between you and the character sometimes.
Yes.
So I guess it happens that way.
Absolutely.
What do you love about LA? Then what do you hate about LA?
What do I love about LA? I love that we're surrounded, and I think you can say this about many cities, but you're surrounded with so many intelligent, creative people who love what they do, who genuinely wake up in the morning because this is their passion in life and they're going to accomplish something. And I love that energy.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.